I've been sitting here figuring out how I'm going to do this first video. So I think I'm just going to get straight into it. My name's Nadia. This is my first time in painting video, and I thought it would be a good idea to show you all the ones that I have completed that are on my walls because I like to hang them, and my stash. So I hope you enjoy. Right, so I'll start with the completed diamond paintings that I've got hanging around the house. I think I've got them in every room actually. Not all of the paintings that I've completed are hanging on my walls, but at the end of the video I'll just give you a little bit more of an introduction to me and who I am and how long I've been diamond painting for and whatever. So we'll get straight into showing you the stash and what's on the wall, and then if you're interested in all that sort of stuff then we'll talk about it at the end. So this room is my craft room and also my room that I work in for my Etsy shop, which I'll talk about later. There's not that many on the wall in here because this room was recently decorated, but these two are both from DAC. I cannot remember the names, so you'll have to bear with me. These two are fairly recent ones. I think that one was this year that I've done, and this one I did, I want to say last November when my dad was in hospital, because it reminded me of him. Now this one is a very recent one. This is a custom, and this is of my daughter's artwork. I got this done by Dreamer Designs. It's probably one of my favourite ones that I've ever done, if I'm honest. I want to say it's an 80 by 80 round drill, but it's just beautiful. And obviously I'm a big fan of my daughter's artwork, but this is my favourite picture that she's ever done, so I had to get it done as a diamond painting. Then we've got Puffy Gator. Oh sorry, that one over there is a Puffy Gator, the lion cub. I'll try not to move the camera too quickly for you, but these two are Puffy Gators as well. I absolutely love her work. It's beautiful. That is a cross stitch pattern, if you're interested. Let me zoom in. I think I did that this year and just stuck it up there. No, I started that last year but finished it this year. And this is the last one in this room. It says, I am not a craft hoarder, I'm the curator of an extensive sparkly diamond art kit collection. I thought this one looked great in here. And it was really easy to do actually. I think I done that one last year. So this one is Anubis, and it's quite an old one. I did this, I want to say right at the start of diamond painting. It wasn't my first, but it was one of the firsts that I'd done. Right, so we're in the living room now, and you will notice a bit of a theme in in the living room. I am a big Harry Potter fan, so my aim is to get all of the walls covered in Harry Potter related diamond paintings. It doesn't have to be an official Harry Potter diamond painting, but I have this blank wall here that I would like to, oh my god, it's not going to focus, is it? This blank wall here is eventually going to be full of diamond paintings. I don't just have Harry Potter in here though. I do have dragons, which I'll show you in a second, because the other wall in this room is completely full. So I want to do the same with this wall, and I think that's what I'm going to do on the YouTube channel, is show you the progress on the wall. So here is the Hogwarts Express. This is the living room again. And then we come down to Harry and Voldemort. I have a couple in my stash, like Harry Potter ones, official ones from Diamond Art Club, and I would like to put one right next to it, but I'm not sure which one I'm going to put there yet. But I think I can fit one more on this wall, and then that should be it for this bit. And then we have, oh god, I can't remember, is it Nightbringer from Diamond Art Club as well? This is on the feature wall, because this is, the rest of the room is white and this is green, so this is on the feature wall. Just ignore the Funko Pops, but this is the wall that I was talking about. it is full. You see the little teddy, that's my son's. So we'll go from top left. Now, if you're interested in Funko Pops, most of these are Harry Potter related. There's a couple of anime ones there. Just there's something else that I collect, and obviously Pokemon. But this one, I want to say it's the biggest diamond painting I've ever done. Possibly. I think it is. It's the most amount of drills I've ever placed on a diamond painting, I know that. This is a Lord of the Rings, a Game of Thrones one from Diamond Art Club. Is it called Dracarys? Yeah, I think so. This is another Diamond Art Club. I cannot remember the name. These were done quite a while ago. I think I did that one when it first came out. It was quite easy, actually, because it's a lot of red and a lot of black. A lot of red and black. And then there's this one, which I have obviously forgotten the name for. Little old Snapey Snape. There's that one. And that one, they're by the same artist. Is it Bug? Maybe? I don't want to guess because I don't want to get it wrong. That one is a cheap one from AliExpress, I think, when I first started. It was my first Harry Potter related one anyway. This one, again, can't remember the name, but it reminded me of the Patronus. And this one, I'm just going to give up telling you the names because I don't know. And then this one, I love this one. I think it's beautiful. I remember that came out as an exclusive. What was it for? Was it for Amazon or was it for something else? It came out as an exclusive and then they changed their mind and put it on the store. And I was so happy they did because I was dying to get that one. I do have a love of dragons, so I want the other wall to look like this. So we've got that wall, and then this wall needs to be the same, and there's a lot of space there, so eventually it will be filled. Now I don't have any in the kitchen, so we're going upstairs now. This is in my hallway, because I've got quite high walls in the hallway and a very high ceiling. So this one is Swan Lake, I think. This one was done last year. So if I walk backwards and try not to fall, this is on the other part of the stairs. Ignore the squeakies. So this is the Beast in all his glory. I do want some more long ones to go along the wall with him, but I haven't really found any that I like. And then as you come up the stairs, you would see her. She originally had, was it red eyes, I think? Orange, yellow and red eyes, but I changed it to green. I thought it looked better. She looked a bit evil, I think, with the great yellowy eyes. This is not a diamond painting, but this is a paint by numbers that I did of Anne Stokes' art. Absolutely love it. Took me months to do, but I've now got it hanging in my hallway. I don't do paint by numbers anymore. I haven't done for a long time. It would be nice to do it again though. So I'm in my son's room now, so I won't stay for too long in here because it's obviously his room. I did these two for him at Christmas this year. Wrapped them up, completed, put them in under the tree because we both started this one together because he said he wanted to give diamond painting a try. Didn't enjoy it, so I said alright, fine. I finished it for him, and then that one came out and I had to do it because he loves the Joker. He also has the Suicide Squad one there. A very cheaply made, I think that was from Sand Sales? Fan Sales, I'm pretty sure it would have been. And then up there is another one, and I think that one's from Fan Sales, but it looks better because of how big it is compared to the other one. And then over here is Harley. by Dreamer Designs. I did have Luna as well. Both of them were discontinued from Dreamer Designs because of licensing, but one of my best friends online that runs one of the Facebook groups with me, Beck, she's obsessed with Curtis images, and she was dying to find it. I had it under my bed. I hadn't even opened it, and I was like, do you know what? You can just have it, because I wanted it for the Harry Potter wall, but I knew she would appreciate it more than me, so I gave her Luna, and I did Harley for my son. Now this one is in the hallway opposite my room, so when my bedroom door is open, this is what I see. This is a really cool one. Absolutely love Adventure Time. I'm really after some more long ones like this that are not wide but really long, and I think Diamond Art Club has another one called the Kraken. Is it? I might get that and put that in the hallway at some point, just because they work so well with somewhere where there's a high ceiling. But this one's so cool, and this one actually didn't take me that long to do, but it's so colourful. We're going to go in the bathroom now, so it might be a little bit echoey. So we're in the bathroom. I won't spend too long talking in here because of how echoey it's going to be. But that's a Diamond Art Club one. I cannot remember the name. That one is My Only Ever Moment, which I thought was lovely. This is another Diamond Art Club. That's another Diamond Art Club. Then we've got None on the end, and then we've got a giant SpongeBob, because I am a big kid, and who doesn't love SpongeBob? Then right above the bath we've got a Josephine Wall's Secret Garden. That one is beautiful. Absolutely love it. It's discontinued now. So is this one. This one is a Mandy Manzano. It's Medusa, but I don't think they called it Medusa. Somebody sold me this, slightly completed, and I never managed to get it, so I grabbed it off them for, I think it was like £25 or something like that, and she'd only just done the top half where the woman's forehead is, so I finished it off. This one I don't like. I don't like the mermaid up there. She's got a really strange face, so when I find something that will fit in this spot, that one's coming down. And this one was my first ever diamond painting. This is the one I bought to give diamond painting a try. Diamond Art Club was the first place I bought from. I weren't sure if I liked it to start with, but once I'd finished it, I kind of got addicted to it, and I kind of didn't know what to do with myself when I didn't have the diamond painting to do anymore, if that makes sense. So I went back on there, fell in love with a load of other kits, and the rest is just history, really. Also, there's a tiny little mermaid. Well, I think it's the Little Mermaid from Fan Sales, and two little cheap ones that my daughter did when she was really ill. I think she had COVID and she was laying in bed, so I gave her some little small ones to do. So this is my youngest son's room, and he is Kirby obsessed, so I found, goodness, where did I do this? It might have even been Treasure Studios Art, you know. It was a custom, I know that. I got this done as a custom. I asked them to do it. I am not sure if it's Treasure Studios Art or not. I honestly can't remember, but it was a company that had an awful lot of colours. Like, they prided themselves on having a lot of colours. Messaged the woman, told her that I wanted this done in the biggest size possible. I also did a Walking Dead Daryl Dixon one for my daughter, which isn't here anymore. She's took it with her because she's moved out. And I just love this one. This one's great. They both came out beautiful, actually, but they were big. I'm not sure how big this is. I want to say it's over 100 centimetres wide. And then these two Plants vs Zombies ones are from Fan Sales. So now we're in my bedroom. There's not many on the wall, if I'm honest with you. I had a load on the wall. I took them down. I got rid of some of them. Some of them were discontinued ones, like the Corpse's Bride from... I am a huge collector of Pokemon, so most of my bedroom wall is filled with Pokemon cards. And then obviously we've got more Pokemon. This is probably the only diamond painting that I've done of Pokemon, if I'm honest. There's no licensed Pokemon anywhere that I can find for diamond painting. I really wish somebody like Diamond Art Club would do some sort of bloomin' deal with Nintendo, because we need some Pokemon. And that is obviously more cards there. This is a cross-stitch pattern. This is Demon Slayer, if anybody's seen it. Great show. And these are the last two in my bedroom. This whole wall was originally full of diamond paintings. I am keeping this space open here for... does anybody know the Still Waiting? I'll show you it. It's in my stash. Still Waiting image from DAC. That is going there, because my partner really likes it, and I'm going to be completing it very, very soon for an upcoming diamond painting event, which I'll talk about at the end of this video. So this is Nightmare Before Christmas. This is from DAC, and this one means an awful lot to me. It's a Josephine wall from Diamond Painting Deutschland, and it's called Love is in the Air. I think it was about 250 colours or something crazy like that. So it looks like I've got two in my stash without a box. This is the Lover's Tree from Diamond Art Club. It looks like I have done a teeny bit there. That must have been one day when I was testing putty for the Etsy shop, and I think my kit that I was working on didn't have any ABs. But this is going to be the next one that I do. I'm currently working... Oh, damn, I didn't show you the one that I'm working on, did I? I'm currently working on one from Aura Lower. My first one from Aura Lower. And when that's done, I'm almost done. When that is finished, this will be the next one that I work on, because it doesn't have a box. So this is the beautiful Snapey Snape. And if you hadn't already noticed, he is my favourite character from Harry Potter. Also, there's a load of washing there. Does anybody want to come and do my washing? There's a Psyduck. Okay, so I'm not going to get my stash boxed ones out of the boxes, just because I know this video is going to take too long if I do. So I'm just going to show you the pictures. Asek, Goddess of Magic and Healing. This is beautiful. I bought this off the D-Stash group. I've been meaning to get it for ages. Charissa Bug and Puffy Gator are my favourites from DAC at the minute. This is another Puffy Gator. This one is beautiful. I actually unboxed this one on TikTok. If you're interested, I have TikTok with the same account name, darkxstitch, and this one as well that came with it. I actually have a box that I haven't opened from DAC that has another 2 kits in it, which I will probably open with you lot here instead. This one I won on a raffle on my Facebook group. So I think I won this for about £2.40, and it's beautiful. That's going in the living room because that gives me Harry Potter vibes. Look at the wand! Beautiful. So this is one of the Aura Lower kits. We'll put that box to the side for now. This one is another Puffy Gator, Springtime Wonder. Beautiful. Everything's beautiful. Oh, I love this one so much. It's so cool. Samurai Girl from Aura Lower, 50 by 70. I really want to do this one soon, but I'm working on an Aura Lower right now, and the confetti is a lot, and I have a feeling this is going to be exactly the same, so I think I need a bit of a break. And this one is heavy. This is Still Waiting. So this is what I'm doing for the event. I'm going to have to put that down. So this is Still Waiting. This is the one I'm going to do for the event that we've got going on. I will explain it to you at the end of the video. It's a very relaxed event. There's no rules on what you can choose. So I decided to choose a huge old thing just to give me the motivation to do it, really. And I know my partner really likes this one, so I want it on that wall. Okay, so this is the custom of my artwork that I already have as a cross stitch pattern on my Etsy shop. This is Cheshire Cat. My artwork, just to let you know, is made with AI generated art. I know some people have very strong feelings about that, so I just thought I'd tell you right now that I'm not a hand-drawn artist. I don't have a God-given talent like my daughter does. All of her artwork is done by pencil and pens and shading, and it takes her days and days and days. Mine is AI art. The only thing I charge is the time it takes me to do the cross-stitch pattern, not the actual art. And you can also order a couple of my pieces of artwork from Etsy for a custom like this. I sell the actual image. All it is just my time that it takes to do the listing and the Etsy fees. It's not, I don't expect to make money off of AI generated art, because it's not the same as somebody that's given a talent of being an artist, and I'm nowhere near that. So I just thought I'd just say that, because I know some people are very passionate about not liking AI art, but I'm excited to see how this one comes out. I love this picture. It's very spooky. I wish I could do it at the same time as Still Waiting, but they are both so big that this one is just going to have to wait, unfortunately. I've only just finished my other custom, and I really wanted to just get on with some other ones that I had. This is another Charissa bug, and this is Sisters of Fate, and this one is awesome. So this one is my only Distracted by Diamonds, and this one is Hold the Line by Puffy Gator. Now this one, I know there's a lot of people looking for this one, and I sometimes do feel guilty about having it, but I have decided to keep it. There was a lady in my group that was asking for this for ages, and I thought, oh, do I let her have it or do I keep it? Because I love this picture and I love Charissa Bug, but I knew she was desperately looking for it, and sometimes when I see people looking for things, I feel so bad for them, and I'm like, yeah, okay, just have mine, and then I regret it, and then I can't find it again. So I thought, no, I think I'm going to have to keep hold of this one and do it myself, because it's just so pretty. I'll be doing that one soon. I might do that one around Valentine's Day, because it's fairly small. Well, it's not, but it's going to be fairly easy, I feel. 51 by 76 centimetres. Serafina Art by DAC, and it's called Rain. And this one is another Charissa Bug, Goddess of Night, and it's beautiful. Can you tell that I have a certain taste now? So these last two that I have are Harry Potter related ones, both by Diamond Art Club. There's the Hogwarts crest, and the last one that I have is Newt and Niffler. I found the other ones. Yeah. What's in here? Okay, I found some more. So we'll have a quick look in them. So these look like small ones. They are paint by number. So this is just a cheap one. That's another cheap one. Probably a fan sales. I don't know why I've still got these. So we have got some Gengar and Ghastly. These are not completed. We have got tiny little Froggy, Jigglypuffs, a Kirby, another frog, beautiful, another frog. So it looks like this one's actually stuck in the portfolio, so I'm not going to get it out or try and wrestle with it, but this, I know why this is in here, because I had it up for Halloween, and we put them in the living room, put fake cobwebs all over the pictures that were all like Halloween related. And it looked quite cool. We had a Halloween party when we first moved in here a couple of years ago, so I do remember doing this one and having it up briefly, but it wasn't hanging up for long. But it is a beautiful picture. I do love it. Now this is a really old DAC. It's meant to be the Tangled. It's called Tangled. It's meant to be when she's on the water with the, what are they called? Lanterns going up in the sky. So this one I think is called the Sea Witch from Treasure Studios Art. I love the image, but I have to say it was a nightmare to work on, and it was hanging on the wall because I love Ursula, but I ended up taking it down because the drills, they're popping off. I can feel them, like, just by touching them. You probably can't, yeah, just by touching it, they pop off, and I can't be bothered with it anymore. Like, it was expensive as well for what it was and for the quality of it. I weren't impressed with it, weren't impressed with the drills. The artwork is beautiful, but other than that, I didn't like it. Now this one is one of the earlier ones that I done. When I first started, I fell in love with, I think this is the one that drew me to Diamond Art Club in the first place. But it wasn't in stock, so I bought the Dreams Tiger, and then when this came in stock, this was the second one I bought, I believe. And this one is a partial from DAC, and this one is Splatter Alien. And this one is Alice in Wonderland, I think, or Cheshire Cat, maybe it's called, I don't know. But it's an Alice in Wonderland, and it's the cat. I bought it for the cat. He is cool. Love it. And this is probably the only Christmas one I have done. I had it hanging up for Christmas, and then it went back in here. So I will probably have this out for Christmas this year. This is a Randall Spangler. Beautiful, beautiful. I had this hanging up for ages, but I've since taken it down, just to give other things a bit of time on the wall. Okay, so that was a lot. Didn't realise it was going to take that long. My battery died, but I wanted to come on at the end and just, one, show you the one that I'm working on now, which is the Aura Loa. Oh God, don't fall. And this is what she looks like currently. Is she beautiful? Oh no, don't get stuck. Caught it. We caught it. Right. So we'll go back. She has been a lot of confetti. This and here is probably the only bit of colour blocking in the whole thing. I'm hoping there's going to be a little bit more as we go down and she's going to fall. I have a skull that I made, and this is my paperweight. Perfect. So I'm near the end, and then when I finish this one, I'm going to be doing the Lover's Tree, and I'm hoping to get that one done before the event starts that I'm going to talk about now. Can you see my dog? She is a nightmare for snoring. She's terrible. Anyway, yeah, so I wanted to come on at the end because I thought people that aren't interested can just leave. If you don't want to hear any of this, thank you very much for staying for all the way through. I know this is going to be a long video, especially for a first. It's going to take me ages to edit this, but I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed seeing my stash and things on the wall. I really like to show the diamond paintings that I do. I don't see the point in doing them if you're going to then put them away. It's just me. Like, I've got no problem with people doing it, but that's just how I see it. Some people can't hang them up, but I have a lot of wall space, as you've seen. and I've still got more space to go. So I hope that you stay and join me in seeing all these walls being filled up. This room here, this craft room, used to be the dining room, and before that it was my daughter's room when she lived here. So the walls are completely blank, and because I spend a lot of time in here working on the shop, and this is now where I diamond paint. I used to be upstairs, but I diamond paint in here now. I want all of the walls covered, so I'm gonna keep posting updates when I do. I'm gonna keep posting updates when I fill the walls. So hopefully you stick around and see what we put up there. I do have a box behind me with 2 diamond paintings from Diamond Art Club, and I have a box from Diamond Painting Fanatics with a kit that I've never done one of theirs before. I actually stock putty for Diamond Painting Fanatics because I haven't really explained this very well, have I? I make diamond painted related items and cross stitch related items on Etsy, and one of them things is diamond painting putty. Have I got any here? I do, but they all look manky because they're testers. This is a Halloween packaging. I'm doing like limited edition Halloween ones, but these are they're my testers, so they look gross compared to the ones that I sell. But Diamond Painting Fanatics contacted me over a month ago now and asked if I would stock diamond painting putty. I said yes, I'm more than happy to. But since then, she's had a lot go on. She's taking over another company, a diamond painting company. So I've said to her that, we'll put a pause on it for now, and then she can come back to me when she's ready. I think she's still got some in stock though, a few of them, because I've got quite a few scents now. But yeah, them 3 I do want to unbox on the channel, so if you're interested in watching unboxings, they'll be up soon enough. So if the other things that I need to really explain are a bit about me. As I said, my name's Nadia. I run 3 groups along with 2 lovely ladies called Anne and Beck, and I hope you're watching this because you convinced me to do YouTube in the first place. Yeah, they're lovely. And the groups I will link down below. So one of them is called DAC D-Stash UK. That is for Diamond Art Club related kits only, and it's for people that are only in the UK. I started that all by myself a good few years ago now because I was getting so frustrated with everybody having kits that I wanted that weren't in the UK. They were all in the US. Every time I messaged someone, they were like, oh, sorry, I don't ship to the UK. And I'm like, eh. So I just made one in the end. And then there's another one called Licensed Diamond Paintings UK, D-Stash UK. That came about when I realised that there was other brands that I liked other than DAC, like Dreamers Designs, and obviously I couldn't ask people to D-Stash on the DAC group, so I made another group. Me and Beck decided to make another group because she came along about 2 years ago now. I asked if anyone would be interested in being a moderator, basically, and Beck was one of them, and we got on. Our family lives are very similar, so we hit it off straight away, and she's brilliant. I love her. And Anne is a newbie to the group, but she's been in the group for a long time. But she's a new moderator, and she's hilarious. She's brilliant. She helps me an awful lot. She's got brilliant ideas. She's not afraid to say what she thinks. A lot of people know her, and she's very, very helpful and friendly. So if you would like to join the groups, we're all 3 of us are quite active in there. Beck, not so much at the minute because she's got a lot of family things going on, but me and Anne are always happy to help. And obviously I'll link the groups down below. But you do have to be in the UK for them 2 groups. The last group is mine. which I run by myself because it's for the Etsy shop. It's called the same name as the channel, darkxstitch, which stands for dark cross stitch. It's everything to do with the Etsy shop. So I make cross stitch patterns, like I said when I was showing you the stash, out of AI generated art. I also make my daughter's artwork into cross stitch patterns, and that is how the shop came about to start with. The name of the shop anyway, because I wanted to make a shop for 2 years. This has been 2 years in the making, basically. I can always go into further details about that another day, but this video is already going to be too long. It started off with just her cross stitch patterns, is what I'm trying to say, and then I was in a predicament whether to make another shop or merge them together. So I just merged them together. The YouTube channel is going to be merged together. You'll see cross stitch videos here in a separate playlist. You don't have to watch them. You're more than welcome to not watch them. But if you do, I would be more than happy. I love the fact that cross stitch and diamond paint are merged together. I think it's brilliant because they're my two favourite hobbies, and you can sort of do both. Like, you can convert cross stitch patterns into diamond paintings. You can get a diamond painting made into a cross stitch pattern. They use a similar grid system for when they're charted. It's just, I love it. And they use the same DMC as well, so I know when I'm looking for a colour. Like, a lot of the DMCs I know off by heart anyway, so it's brilliant. Love it. And I really would encourage you to watch them if you don't cross stitch. Just have something on in the background because they're really cool to watch. Like, the whole community of FlossTube is amazing. They're all friendly. I've never met a nasty cross stitcher. Like, they're all brilliant, and I've watched them in awe for years. I think some people do amazing images with cross stitch. They do take longer. They take years, some of them, but they are brilliant. And the event is the last thing I need to talk about. So Anne, the clever Anne, has decided to create an event for the DAC D-Stash group. There's a separate page for it because we did have a chat in the DAC group, like a chat room, and it was getting too confusing for people. So we've made a separate Facebook group, and the event's called Bling Y'all Thang. But if you're in the D-Stash group, you can then go over to that. Like, the information is there. But the event is basically no stress. So you can pick whatever you want to work on as long as it's a new start. And it has to be from DAC. So the only rules are new start and DAC. Doesn't matter what size, doesn't matter the theme. We were going to do a Christmas one, but I didn't want to restrict people because I don't take part in events purely for that reason, because I sometimes don't have anything that matches the event, and I'm not going to go and buy something just to do that event. I'm sorry, I just don't. And that's what I said to Anne. It needs to be easy for people that have a stash, or want to be, maybe you just want to be encouraged to do a big picture like me, and you just want to take part in something where you know you can be encouraged to finish it, because some of these big ones are a bit daunting sometimes. And that's it, really. There may be prizes. I don't know. I think me and Anne were talking about it yesterday. I won't say too much. I am happy to sponsor it with items from my Etsy shop if Anne would like to do prizes, but I'm going to shut up now because I don't know. So yeah, I'm going to go because I talk too much when I'm nervous, and this video is already too long. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I think I will do I'll do a whip and chat or something on the next video, and I think what I'll do is put a poll up in either both groups or just the Etsy group, asking people if they want to ask me any questions, because a lot of I'm hoping that people from Facebook have come over to watch this, that have never seen my face before but have spoken to me over there. And if they ever if you want to ask me a question, I think that's what we'll do next. We'll do like a question whip and chat type thing maybe. And hopefully I won't be so nervous next time as well. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye bye.